hoopers that couldn't fucking hoop.
I'll play you.
What?
What you mean
One
they couldn't
game,
hoop? They
one-on-one.
could fucking hoop.
For what?
Your
Your
heart.
heart.
Cut that bitch off!
How you want to do that?
that
and you
bitch off.
trash. Garbage truck juice. Thing I have to
His
say
low
about this
key was
movie
more than
is I'm
hers. I
going to
feel
put
like
this on-
his grind was a little bit better than. Man, nah, but she was cold too though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say nah. I thought both of them was tough.
For number one, I
No.
often
I don't want to hear shit he gotta
Thanks
say, bro.
now.
This nigga gonna spend the last 3 minutes talking about how Soul Plane is trash as a dope. You got me fucked up, bro.
why the fuck
Anything he
does
about to
this
say, I'm not
exist?
fucking with.
When
No,
in
no,
a-
no, you good. Alright, this shit is the top 5 movies you love as a kid and hate as an adult. Let's see if we do that shit. Yeah, let's see if we hate it as adults.
Happy New Year to everyone. What's up, y'all? It's Diddy Conway, and I want to say
Man, I
Happy New
couldn't
Year to
watch it, man. That shit was hard to watch,
everyone
bro.
watching. I personally want to
No
thank
lie.
God for
I don't
letting me
know what
make it
she's
to
saying.
another
I don't know
year
what's
and
going
seeing
on.
such success
And
in
I'm about to get off,
2024.
too, though.
I look forward to seeing what 2025 brings, and I hope y'all were able to enjoy bringing in the new year. In the comments below, tell me your list of movies you liked when you were younger, but don't like now. Let's get it.
Don't play with me, bro. Don't fucking play with me, bro. Soul Plane is not a bad movie.
Coming in at number 5 is the Fast and Furious franchise.
Better hide your baby off.
Diddy did it.
Did he did it?
It's a franchise that definitely
Diddy
drew
did
me
it.
into watching with Too Fast, Too Furious. The design, the cars, just the overall story made me
What?
love it and continue to follow it because it was indeed entertaining. It would keep going on, and to me, some were hit or miss. But personally, now, I think they should stop making these motherfuckers. Once a movie franchise has been around long enough
Yeah, they
to
got
take
about
that
12
bitch
of
to
them
space
bitches.
or anywhere near it, it's time to wrap that motherfucker up. Y'all just getting lazy at that point.
They did too much.
Then you can only push
Too
Vin
much,
Diesel
brother.
talking slow as hell for so long. An evil biscuit looking at it, and adding The Rock was cool, but after a while,
You just
they shoulda
added too many
stopped with his
people.
muscular Great Dane looking ass too.
That bitch up!
Looking at it now, it's just something that's become very repetitive. Then you pick and choose like Hobbs and Shaw. Not saying that
Great
some of these
Dane
movies
looking
aren't
ass.
necessarily good, but I can't bring myself to just keep watching them. They're not entertaining like that. It's like the Friday the 13th franchise. After a while, you keep kind of draining this bitch into the ground. Coming in at number 4, parody films are some of my favorite genre films.
Yeah.
There are so many that I'll eventually do a list on that. But for this list, let's specifically
couldn't watch
talk
that
about
bitch
the
now,
run of
bro.
parody films in the late 2000s.
I couldn't
Movies like
even.
Epic Movie,
No, Captain Jack swallows.
Have you ever
That
been
used to be my shit,
swallowed
though.
up?
Meet the Spartans.
That used to be my
That is how
shit, bro.
men of Sparta greet one another. High fives for the women, and open mouth tongue kisses for the men.
This nigga gay as hell.
and Disaster Movie.
What? We're just playing with my monkey.
Oh my gosh.
That nigga is guilty!
Were all
That
movies
nigga
at
is
one point were
guilty.
parody films that I enjoyed. But watching them
Nah,
back
Epic
years later,
movie was one for sure.
realizing
Meet the Spartan. Disaster
these
movie
are,
was for a
in
date
my
movie
opinion,
was
some
one.
of the worst parody films ever made.
And movie
This shit was so
44?
lazy. It's like
I
they
think it was
mass
movie
produced a
44,
bunch of
movie
them.
something.
Now, I can say these movies made me appreciate the Wayans brothers even more. There was always structure and a fluid flow to a Wayans parody.
I don't want any cheeseburgers.
Please, man! I sucked your dick! What did you say, nigga?
The others that would follow them were not
Tom
only
used
just
to be
like booty
flashing
juice,
out
but
on
they
shit.
aren't well thought out. Just a bunch of parodies thrown together and no story with it really. They were asked because they don't make you feel like you watching a movie. And even in the setup or introduction of a joke
True.
or character, it felt forced. It made me question, why the fuck am I even watching this bag of ass?
Cut that bitch off!
These folks literally gave us multiple trash movies that weren't good. And I'm
Y'all
sure
got a point.
many of us went to the theaters to watch them, sadly. For this next one, it was purely the kid in me that thought this movie was a good movie.
seen
It's
this
Robert
shit.
Townsend production. And some may remember, some might be too old to remember. But coming in at number 3 is Up, Up, and Away.
But Scott, a superhero is not supposed to lie.
Another motherfucking word, and this shit is over.
As a kid, seeing the suits and this nigga George Jefferson kept me interested. It wasn't many of us on TV playing superheroes, let alone being on Disney.
I remember this shit.
At that, because back then Nickelodeon was Nickelodeon, and at one point Disney Channel would have a black person in a lead role.
Every now
so
and
often.
then.
It wasn't going to be too many.
I'm about to
black
say
people.
because Corey was
They
one
on
of them
show
for
at one
sure.
time. I just say that you either getting canceled or you getting reduced to a token black person role.
Cancel that bitch.
But Up, Up, and Away was a cheesy
Nino
Disney movie
Brown.
that I love because we got to see people that look like us in a role like that on Disney Channel. Now, I
Yeah.
won't say I hated this movie as an adult. It's obviously like doo-doo water. But my biggest problem with this as an adult was watching this back, and these motherfuckers' weakness was aluminum foil.
Why? Why? Why?
I remember that.
Why?
Robert Townsend took your super sour dookie sandwich eating ass home somewhere, bro. You black.
Boogie, boogie, nigga.
All the weaknesses you could have came up with. All the weaknesses you could have gave them.
Clay Bigsby.
You made these folks weakness aluminum foil. The one thing you know niggas gonna use to cover the leftovers from whatever cookout they
Yeah, that
go
was
to,
kinda
still in
crazy,
multiple
bro.
plates.
Aluminum foil is the one thing that screws up our molecular structure.
Man, take your freaky fabuloso drinking ass on somewhere doing all that freak ass shit.
Cut that bitch off.
This shit look dumb as hell.
All that freak ass shit.
Coming in at number 2, it's Love and Basketball. And I'll say at one point of being a kid, this was a decent movie. I was always hooping, so young me felt like this was a good hoop story.
Be my girl.
Fuck no, brother.
What do I have to do?
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
Jay.
Getting older was realizing Love and Basketball
$3
kind of
for $1.
bounced that ass.
So for a bus.
Sometimes it's not really specifically because of the acting, which they kind of held their own. They did what they were supposed to do to a point. However, as I get older, I realized the story kind of didn't make sense at certain points. For one, Q dog walked Monica's seductive pit bull looking ass, but was mad when the Allstate man was digging in all the holes but his mama.
Sometimes things happen.
And some things should never fucking happen.
At the
Come on, Q,
Allstate
man. Tap dance
man,
and
digging in
pterodactyl looking
everybody
ass
with
nigga.
their mom.
You
That
knew
shit
your
was-
daddy.
that shit was tough, though,
You
at the
your
time.
daddy's son. Fuck you mad for. Then
That shit was tough.
One of the main things that pissed me off, where the fuck is this nigga mustache at?
What the f is your stash at?
That man face was naked as hell. Free at last faced ass nigga.
Free
Y'all was
at
trying
last
to make
faced
Buddy
ass
look
nigga.
young. And he looked disturbing as hell. Then Monica, I
Bro,
am
probably was
Weasel
old
looking
as
ass.
fuck playing that character though.
Let a nigga dog walk her the whole film. After knowing what it's like to work your ass off and get the chance to play in college. Ain't no way in hell I would have risked that because somebody was mad. Then the biggest thing that,
Damn, that was a
made
great
me mad
movie though, bro.
was just the fact that Monica and Q was two hoopers that couldn't fucking hoop.
I'll play you.
What?
What you mean
One
they couldn't
game,
hoop? They
one-on-one.
could fucking hoop.
For what?
Your
Your
heart.
heart.
Cut that bitch off.
How you want to do that?
that
and you
bitch off.
trash. Garbage truck juice. To me, they should have done more
Ugh,
training.
garbage truck juice.
Nothing was believable about these folks hooping the whole movie. I'll save
His,
everything I have to
his
say
low
about this
key was
movie,
more than
'cause I'm
hers. I
going
feel
to put
like.
this on the next unintentionally funny list.
I feel like his grind was a little bit better than man. Nah, but she was cold too though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say nah. I thought both of them was tough.
For number one, I
No.
often ask,
I don't want to hear shit he gotta
Ask
say,
now.
bro. This nigga gonna spend the last 3 minutes talking about how Soul Plane is trash as a dope. You got me fucked up, bro.
why the
Anything
fuck
he
does
about to
this
say, I'm not
exist?
fucking with.
Went in at number one is Soul Plane.
I'm here complaining and shit.
It's one of my favorite fucking movies of all time, bro. Friday after next Friday, you feel me? Soul Plane and next Friday and for sure. What's next? What's a automatic guarantee movie I'm gonna watch? The Fridays and Soul Plane, bro. That is my favorite movie off the top of my head. Yeah, I got the Pinkies. I got the Pinkies jersey, bro.
Yeah, you
motherfuckers wanna come on here and act a goddamn fool.
Greatest movie. This shit wasn't even supposed to be
myself
good.
and others that had this on bootleg. I went to the barbershop and we used to have a DVD man.
DVDs, CDs. I got Ike Turner's greatest hits with Teen on the cover.
The man sold anything really, cologne, personal hygiene products, but DVDs was definitely a go-to. That man had Soul Plane as one of the main movies, and it was one of them times I seen multiple people actually buy from this booster ass nigga.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I thought Soul Plane was a black masterpiece when I was younger. Couldn't tell me it wasn't one of the funniest movies ever, and I love the fact that we had such a great black cast. That was something I would always
that shit was star-studded, bro.
Getting older is
That shit was
realizing this
star-studded.
movie shouldn't exist at all, bro. I don't care what nobody say. And everyone attached to this deserves a tall, cold glass of doo-doo ice cream.
Nigga, you're not
sure.
finna disrespect me like
I
that,
can
brother.
add some little sprinkles at the top if you
You're not finna disrespect me like that, brother. This movie is not trash, bro. Fuck what you talking about. Yeah. Fuck what you talking about, bro. Cause there's no fucking way. The reason why I was bootleg, you can't help that niggas was bootlegging this shit. You feel me? This shit didn't come out as a movie that niggas was gonna go to the movies, but it just came out, bro. It wasn't supposed to be all everywhere, but niggas fell in love with it. Niggas started bootlegging it, and now look at it. Hood classic.
See why black incompetence
God damn, that bitch flat as a motherfucker.
is our funniest
Good
weapon in the war on terror.
I beg your pardon?
because that's exactly what y'all did, bro. Y'all made one big stereotypical ass film based off
It
of
was
black
fire,
people
though, bro.
coming into money
This shit was fire.
and buying an airport, doing some of the most stereotypical shit you could possibly do.
They said another gave you niggas money. Cut that bitch off.
Damn sure shouldn't have given y'all money to make this.
Nah, that shit was fly.
I know
bro.
somebody non-black was watching this movie and they just sat back and said like, that's exactly what them niggas would do if they had that type of money. Incompetence is not a hood classic. Fuck all that. I personally feel like you eat cock meat sandwich
That's some hating shit.
if you feel like this a classic.
That's some hating shit, brother.
cock meat sandwich?
I saw gay, so I said gay. That ain't bullying. That's an astute observation.
Now,
That's a
does it have some funny scenes?
observation.
Yes. But it wasn't worth this being in theaters because motherfuckers was definitely not laughing with us, in my opinion. I'm glad it didn't do that great in theaters.
Okay, bro,
But
it was
I
great
guess
for
it's
us,
cool
bro.
that it went triple platinum in the hood.
Cut that bitch off.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci.
Trash.
Living's on the chain.
Trash.
She cuts.
You tripping, bro. That shit was a fucking classic. I'm pissed that you don't think it was a classic, brother.